Hey, yes. Okay, hi. See, there's a problem. Every time I'm inside the house, which I suspect is the chimney made out of steel, the cell site or the cell signal or the mobile signal doesn't really work very well inside the house, or at least most parts of the house. So when I went out, it took a while to get a connection again. And this is Swedish Lapland. Very good weather, negative 14, still warm. A little snow is falling from the sky. We had a nice Northern Lights show last night. And again, welcome to the blog. My name is Royce, and this is Royce from Sweden. And I'm very happy that you're with me right now as I document another day of me living here, trying to live here in northern Sweden. So I'm going to, because the weather's really, really, really super beautiful, I'm going to show you more. Okay, so this is my neighbor's house, temporary neighbor's house. Oh, they have a, uh-huh. Oh, look at those. Those are like birds um, feeding. I haven't seen the gray squirrel. Yeah, you see, it's hungry. It's feeding. And look at this view. You would hear the roaring of the water in the rapids that was created to make a small dam that is like fish friendly as well. Because this part, according to the locals, has how do you say that? Salmon, trout, brown trout, carp, pike, among all of those things. Uh, you need a license, by the way. Yes, of course. Don't forget. One of my chefs is a warden of some sort, or nature park, someone, and he said that you're going to pay 500 euros if you're caught without a fishing license. Uh, any kind of fishing. Uh, according to him, there are only like 5 lakes, which I cannot remember, but the biggest one is the one surrounding Stockholm. You can fish there without a license, but for the rest of Sweden, smaller bodies of water, you need a fishing license to get that. And the good thing is that you don't have to go to any shop. There's a website, and you just buy your daily fishing license, weekly or monthly fishing license, and then you can fish. That's it. But he was so serious that he rents some cabins like this here last year to a group of foreigners. And then one time he was, of course, busy as well. uh, he caught them with a bunch of fish. And from his investigation, basically, he found out that they've been fishing for several days now, and they only bought one fishing license. And you have to buy a fishing license for each person for each day of fishing. So it cannot be like one would just buy and then the rest of you, like maybe 4 or 3 uh, people, are going to fish. No, 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 no. Each one has to buy a fishing license. So again, welcome to the blog. My name is Royce. I'm back here showing to you my little challenge to myself of like if I could live here. It's already like decided upon. If only I have, because I used to live in cities, and here in Europe, cities are very well designed for public transport. Okay, so if you if you really don't, if your job doesn't involve travel outside cities and bigger distances, you don't really need a car. So that became, in my case, was it. Now look at that. Beautiful day. So I never really had one. because of there's no need. Now that I have the need, because of, look, you do need a car or something 4x4 to get to point A, B, C, D, and E, and all of these things. Okay, and it has to be 4x4 or all-wheel drive, because that road requires a different driving skill. It's different from wet. It's like a permanent oil slick. Okay, so wait. Oh wait. Yes. Wait. Who's this? Star. Yes. Hi. Yes, we are in Slognos, northern Sweden, or Norrbotten. It's the northernmost state uh, of Sweden, with the boundaries of Norway is there, Finland is over this way, and Russia in the north. So I'm walking to work earlier, so we will have time to talk to each other, and I don't need to be late. Okay, so this is all private property. Just imagine I would imagine in the States, there's like a big ranch somewhere. So I'm assuming that my estimate is that this resort is about 100 hectares or 200 acres, more or less, or thereabouts. And I'm a salad chef in the only restaurant 4 kilometers away. So I live there. That's the way to go outside. That's still like 3 or 4 kilometers away. And then I'm heading into the end of this peninsula, because this area is surrounded by water. There's water behind those, and then there's water at the end of this tip. It's like a long stick, okay, but it's about 1 or 2 kilometers wide. So I start work a few hours in further, but I'm going to grab some lunch and then go to the spa, go to the bastu, which is like Swedish for the sauna. Okay, wait. Aha! Hey, you're from Luleå. Okay, so Luleå is about 300 kilometers away, so that's about 3 hours away by car. That's where I landed, by the way. So I live in Stockholm for the last 7 years, going 8 this year, and it's been like really like a personal dream of mine, without even any exaggeration, that I would like to live in this kind of way, this kind of place. And then when the opportunity to work in a resort that is in this part, it made all sense. I get to stay longer, have an idea on how life here, because to be honest, this is like my first time to be in northern Sweden ever. Okay, and it's not even the northernmost part, but this will do enough. So I've been here since the first week of January, and now it's February. How's that? February 20, 2025. Okay, so if I only have a driver's license immediately, I probably would go back to Stockholm to hold my stuff, buy a car or something, and then live here. Yeah. Luleå. Yeah, I haven't seen much of Luleå, but there's an airport there, and that's where I landed, and somebody picked me up and brought me here. And for the entire trip, we never overtook anyone, which is like really, it feels like it's Alaska. Because look at that. You don't even have to overtake anyone because there's nothing to overtake with. My only regret so far in my 2 months here, almost 2 months, is that I haven't seen a reindeer, a live reindeer in the wild. I think I've seen a live reindeer in like one of those like zoos, I think. But I was told that they would be like walking around the road and everything. But I was explained to by some people here that some of the Sami herders, or most of the Sami herders, they bring their reindeers near the coast because the snow is not that thick. Because in most places here, it's almost like a meter deep of snow. And so if you're a reindeer looking for lichens, that would take a lot of work. And it would be not enough, the right amount of energy you spend to just get another level of energy. Okay, yeah, sure. Wait. I will. Just send me the link here. And then please also don't forget to follow me as well. And maybe we could collaborate or something. Yeah, inte prata svenska, okay? Like just lite. Okay, snälla, lite. I could understand if it's written more rather than being spoken. So that's the case. So again, we're heading to the hotel, and it's becoming this blog is becoming like a podcast rather than a blog, because this would be the beautiful background is this place, and then we're talking about life. I can assure you that I'm not going to do some stupid stunt just for views and likes and comments. If you're looking for careless careless things, well, unfortunately, then I'm not really that in the mood right now, or in no intention of doing so. This is basically like a podcast of a life of a person who is not naturally found in these parts, but is in love with life like this. So this. I can hear some snowmobiles, or I can hear one. This one goes also to my house, but if we're going to walk here, I'm going to be sinking without snowshoes. So this coming Saturday, I'll be underneath the what they call this, underneath the bridge, because in one of the blogs I discovered that there's like this small bird that it jumps into the rapids to, it's really small, maybe like 2-3 inches long, and it jumps into the cold water in search of food and then goes back again without being carried away, so to speak. And because it's my other job as a cinematographer, this would be very good footage for me to earn a little money, so I can it will help me move here, you know. Right. Hello, Switzerland, SP. Hi. Are you the Deutsch Swiss, the French Swiss, or the Italiano Swiss? Yeah, because SP, I used to live. Wait. Thank you. SP, I used to live in Milan or Milano in Italy, and then I used to work in Lugano and then in Mendriso. So what's that? Okay. So I used to live in Mendriso. No, not live, work, because it's just 1 hour away from the Italian border. So, okay, that's the water car company, and it's beautiful there, of course. Switzerland is also beautiful, but it's too mountainous. You know what I mean? I have to say to everyone, because I've been to Switzerland like more than 500 times in my life, because of the border, of course. And It's beautiful. It's any season, it's beautiful. Any of the 4 seasons is beautiful. Problem is that it's too small, and then it's hard to work. Plus, I'm not really very fond of driving in the mountains, but but I like the place. So the plan is to find somewhere that it's relatively flat. Okay, see, you wave to people, and then how would you say that? Uh, uh, no, because you know what, the the driver of the car at the last part was a woman that was smiling at me, and it kind of like uh, jogged my memory. Okay, yeah. So she's kind of cute. So this is yes, of course. Sweden. Put it this way: I always tell to everyone, anywhere you live is very beautiful. It's we people that makes it ugly, you know, because look, for those people, before you start getting offended on everything, look, the most, almost all of the people here are cooperating or have decided we will not throw our trash everywhere. And look, there is really no trash. Even in Stockholm, there's little trash or litter on the floor. And look, if there's no trash, look at this. Look, it's we don't need to become geniuses or smart people to just like, you know, I'm not even an ecological environmentalist kind of like guy, but I do know that if we mess up the only home we have, we cannot fit into bars for sure. So look at this, it's beautiful, no trash, because the people here, including me and most people that live here, we don't throw our trash everywhere, anywhere. Okay, so that's why nobody's burning trash, nobody's building things everywhere. And I have to say, it really helps you, I guess, psychologically, not to have a bunch of clutter everywhere. Yeah, I have, you know, I'm very, if you go to most Scandinavian countries, which would be Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark, it's like this. Certain parts of Denmark, of course, in Switzerland, it's relatively like this as well, but with mountains. Okay, so uh, we always admired these countries or these places for being beautiful, is because the people that live there or are working there have decided that you know, we'll not mess this place up because we live here. This is home, and this is the way also I'm like looking for this place to somewhere to belong to, because you have to admit that in many places in the world, whether you like it or not, people are just not caring about where they live, and then they would complain. Okay, even from where I came from, let's not mention names, just for the sake of you know, making a bigger argument. But look, the Swedish people, the first people that was like here, they kind of like realized that if we mess up this place and this is where we live, guess what, we're going to get screwed, isn't it? Yeah, it's this how do you say this? Here in Sweden, in northern Sweden, extremely low density of people. Okay, it's really small. From this municipality, it's just 5,000 people, and I know some schools somewhere that they have 100,000 students in high school. I kid you not. So look at this. Uh, Maybe we are messing up where we live. And and please don't think of this like an environmental sermon or being environmentally friendly. But come on, guys, it does make sense that you know, this place is really beautiful, and if the people that lives here don't really took care of it, this would be all gone. Firewood, houses, fields, farms, maybe factories, or God knows what. But they chose not to. Okay, so maybe that's one of the things that we need to ponder about or think about. Yes, SP. Yes. Oh yeah. To be honest, like I have this like feeling. I well, Finland and Sweden looks like Canada in a way. I am assuming only because I've never been to North America. But from what we see in movies and everything, it looks like that, but without the taller mountains. Okay, like taller, jagged, high, really like tall mountains and stuff. So Sweden, I would assume would like Minnesota, USA would probably look like, you know, something like that. It's something that and then Norway, because Norway has like higher jagged mountains and everything, feels like Alaska, I guess. Okay, but they always say the grass is always greener uh, on the other side of the fence. But put it this way, the snow is whiter here in Sweden rather than in Canada. No, I'm just kidding, of course. I cannot really say that. Snow is snow. It sounds like so racist, Snow is snow. White is white. Well, it's true. White is white. What do you expect? Oh, there's a guy running here. Okay. So, um, I'm 53 years old this year. So, older folks would like this one. But if you're younger, I really don't recommend you living here because it's simply not to, what do you call this? It's simply not advisable because first it's lonely. Second, it's I even if I love this place, I would probably recommend someone who's younger to see the world first, and you would be highly surprised that yeah, the flashes, the lights, the work, friends, all of this cosmopolitan stuff. Yeah, they're very good. They're very fun. They're very, you know, but sooner or later you're going to like find out that the most beautiful place or the thing that you're looking for was the first place that you left, you know, in most cases, I guess. So for me, would be home, really. Look at this. Okay, you see the crystals forming? That's a sure sign that the air is very cold when you have those frosty crystal things, because what moisture is left in the atmosphere, they all clumped into ice because it's really cold. So see the mountains. I don't know if that's a mountain or a hill, but that's one of the taller mountains here. If I'm not mistaken, if I keep walking this way, the moment I see a lot of tall mountains, that would be the half of it would be the boundary between Norway and then Sweden. So that would be it. And then if you travel northward, the borders of Norway and Finland will be embracing the northernmost top of Sweden, so that Sweden doesn't have any common border with Russia. Unlike Norway and Finland, they have borders with Russia. So that's my neighbor again. This guy's already as like I have never seen them, to be honest. but I heard they're nice people as well. So uh, we are we are walking towards the, what do you call this? We're going walking to the hotel, grab lunch, some lunch. I have to tell you the reason why I cannot post videos, pictures, or any sort of images near the hotel is that we're not allowed to take pictures and videos or recordings of whatsoever. But in these parts, I already have asked permission and made sure that I'm in the good side of the hotel, because to be honest, they're really very good and nice employers. So you don't really need to take advantage or to take good employers for granted, you know, especially in these parts. So I'm not saying this just because I'm afraid of them or I want to say something nice. I do can vouch that since I came here, they're really like nice. Okay, so I am being paid to follow because I'm an employee. So it just makes sense. It's this actually I'm standing in their property. So it's their rules, their rules. Okay. Wait, let's read something. You can't film. No, 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 no. This is different though. It's because the hotel was rented exclusively by a big company or a corporation, and they're doing stuff, and it's part of the deal that the hotel people or the owners or the management make sure that all of the employees, which i.e. me and everyone else, are not allowed to take videos or photos of anything. And that's the only way I can explain it to you guys, because like I said, I'm under contract. I need to respect that request because this is a private company. You know what I mean? But I was told that I'm allowed to take videos of this part. So let's enjoy this one. Plus, like I said, I didn't went here primarily for the hotel. I went here to find out if I'm, mentally tough enough to live in this kind of area, especially with my age now and everything. So uh, now I'm. I know you're interested. People are very naturally drawn to things that are interested. But like I said, it's they were paid for 6 months to have only guests from one company. You know what I mean? If you Google around in Sweden, northern Sweden, you could probably find more or less the answer. But like I said, this is a public live stream, So anything that I say is incriminating, and it's also I'm going to be busted, okay? But like I said, if you could find the answer, you would probably find the answer, but just not from me. Uh, in a general sense, I don't want to explain it further because, like I said, man, I'm working here, And if you live in these parts, you cannot live independently. You cannot be selfish or things like that, because this is a small world. And when I say a small world, if you go to the bad side of most of the people that live here, and then you someday, which is most likely you need their help, guess what? You might be in trouble. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're scared or, but it just makes sense, If you're a good neighbor, then the neighbors will be good to you as well. And this is not like in the city that everyone is for each own. No, no, not really. There's a certain level of cooperation that is needed from each other, but you're expected to be able to take care of yourself during winter. Food, heating, and everything, because people prepare. And that's a very good, how to say that? it's a very good attitude as well. Wait, where are we now? Healthy, what's that? Neighborhood. Yes, in a way, it's a very healthy neighborhood. I could really say it's a, you know, it's basically this is old school. That's my colleague's house and all of this one. You see, that house is number 13. Would you believe that my house, which is like several kilometers away, is number 15? So it's just 2 houses away. Oh, shucks. Imagine that. Like, you cannot really borrow sugar or borrow something to your neighbor because what if there's a storm or anything? So you have to take care of yourself and then try not to be dependent to each other, because the others are also have prepared for the winter, and you need to really prepare also for yourself, you know. Yeah, but they will try to help you, but if it's going to be in their detriment, then they would, at the drop of a hat, I will probably not be surprised that they would, you know, have to as an act of self-preservation. That would be something understandable. So you know what I mean? It's something like that. Wait, where are we now? Yeah, you know that we have a joke here because there's no fast food. The only source of, like, you know, restaurant or something to eat is where I work, 4 kilometers away. And this hotel is not small. It's about more than 500 rooms big. Okay, and then we have a joke, a running joke in this part, that it's like it's look like feels like a gulag or a jail or a cruise ship, but it's because you're seeing the same group of people day in and day out. I serve dinner, and every night, of course, you're going to see the same group of people uh, doing their thing. And then if you're going to ask me, I don't know if in Lulio has McDonald's or something, but if you want to order something from the bigger cities, it would be taking 3 hours just to deliver it. And I don't think anyone on the delivery service would be. Imagine how much it would cost. I saw one time I guess one of the guests, a group of guests was late with the bus that was, you know, airport shuttles and stuff. And they took a taxi. And imagine that, how 300 kilometers taxi, that's going to hurt. That costs a lot. I'm assuming it's like buying a ticket from Europe to Asia, but it's just like a taxi. Imagine that, like 800 euros, 500 euros just for a taxi. That is ridiculous amount of money. But you have no other choice. There's a bus service in these parts, but I don't think I would not recommend taking public transportation here, because if ever you miss your bus, especially at night, you have nowhere shelter, and you would definitely die from exposure, even if you have jackets and, you know, gloves like this. Look, I'm walking, which is also like a form of exercise, and I can still feel my fingers cold. And it's not even cold, it's negative 15, which is like relatively warm, speaking from these parts of the world. Because last year, according to the locals, it would be like negative 25, and that's the temperature where you don't expose too much skin at all, because the water on your skin would freeze, and that would be the start of your frostbite. And frostbite is not a pretty sight. Okay, not a pretty sight. It's never a pretty sight. Frostbite is like your cells or your skin or your body parts dying from freeze, from cold. Okay, So it could do that. Put it this way, in context, most of us have a fridge somewhere. If you go put your hand in the freezer with all of the ice and everything, that would be roughly around -4, or just below zero, to be honest. Would you believe that it would be warmer in your freezer than where I am now? Okay, because the way the temperature scale works, it's like 1 degree difference is like 100% difference. So uh, if, for the sake of argument, let's say the freezer in your home is about -1, okay, now we're -15 when I left home. It means that we are 1,400 times colder than your freezer. Okay, so when I go inside the walk-in fridge or freezers in the hotel, it is actually warmer than outside, you know, which is like really weird. Wait, I'm trying to read. Yeah, thank you very much, SP. Like, it's really a nice view. Um, to be honest, not just because you're Swiss, but to be honest, like Switzerland is also beautiful because of the mountains and the snow. I always see it when I go to Milan, because the airplane would pass on over Switzerland, and you can really tell that your country is also as beautiful, because you guys there, the people that live in Switzerland, they know the common good, and they take care of where they live. That's why it has one less problem. You know what I mean? This is now, I'm not talking about politics or religion or racism whatsoever. Uh, the place that where you live in is the reflection of the decisions of the people that live here or live wherever you are. So if you want to make your area shitty, then by all means do so, but don't complain or be envious that Sweden is rich or Switzerland is rich because they have lots of money or did this or did that. Probably yes, to a certain extent, but like I said, the local people have decided not to litter or destroy their surroundings. Although, to be honest, like the Swedes have also destroyed their country in a certain extent. Most of these trees were already been cut, so the original trees that grew here are no longer here. Yeah, but they have to cut trees so they would stay warm in the winter. And they learned their lesson that, well, it takes a long time, so we need to keep planting. Okay, so there's even a law here that if you cut a tree, you will be taxed. And if you don't replace that tree, you will be taxed 95%. So basically, it doesn't really profit any at all. You'll be wasting your time, energy, and money cutting trees, because the government will basically be taking away this tree. So if I cut this tree, I have to pay the government almost everything that I will earn for in one tree. So it doesn't really make sense. But if you, provided you have a license, and then you cut this tree and then you have to replace it with the viable tree, then you will be taxed lesser, not free, lesser. Yes. Oh yes, because you guys, SB, because you guys are near the equator. Right now, when I arrived here last January, the sunset would be around 3 o'clock. Now it's over 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the sun is higher now. Before it was just, if you will be watching my blog earlier, it was just above the trees during this time, because I would walk around this time most of the time. So, and then this one you can note, I would notice it that the sun is higher now. But compared to Italy or Switzerland, we never had the sun on top of the sky like that and then landed there. It's actually is like there, yeah, like a big rainbow. Okay, so it's a beautiful day. It would make you more happier. Now there's a lot of sunlight. Yeah, sunlight really makes people happy, to be honest. And this snow will not be melting until sometime May. Okay. So uh, you're put it this way. In this part of Sweden and part of Europe like this, even in Russia, Siberia, North America, or even in Japan, I would assume, these parts of the world where if you have in the same latitude, the winter here arrives first and then also leaves last. Okay, because I would imagine in Italy now it's kind of warm now, maybe around the 25, 27 degrees, thereabouts. Um, because you guys are closer to the equator, and it doesn't, in Italy it doesn't snow anymore that much, and in Switzerland, sad to say, the glaciers are disappearing as well. So that creates a lot of problems, and I have no idea how to fix it as well. But I do know there's a problem. And look at that. This is so beautiful. And of course, the sun is so beautiful and the weather is so beautiful. That's where I work. That's the hotel. If you cross the street, there's a sign there, no picture taking. So we're still good. That's the entire complex of the hotel, 500 rooms, 500 plus rooms. Now we're going back to the hotel. We're going back. I'm going to show you. This road goes to the, how do you say it, to the lake. And on the weekend, I'm hoping to do some, how do you say that? Not really skiing, like ski runs, but it's just like walking on skis. What do you call that? It's like a marathon, like long distance skiing or something. Because that would be faster. Because if you know how to ski, I would suggest that you can start here and then you could glide or slide this way. And then you would, if you know how to brake, that would be very important and appreciated. If you slide down, you'll end up there. In a previous episode, I remember there's the road like this, and then if you turn right at the exit where the bridges are, you turn right, and then you'll see the village of Slognos, and then the lake separates us from that other side. And then what I did is that there's a road on the other side, and then I crossed it, and those trees are really deceiving because they look near, but they're actually several kilometers away. And without snow boots or snowshoes, I was forced to walk on powdery snow, which is really, really hard. And then I was like, went to the grocery, to the only shop, so I have like some stuff with me. And it was a nice experience, but it was very tiring. Put it this way, in 4 hours of walking, I have already crossed 15,000 steps because I have a smartwatch. So imagine that. That's 4 hours of 15,000 steps. And I'm not even finished going to my destination. Okay, just look at that view. Wait, I'm reading something here. So, wait, I cannot. Nice, so good. Yes. Okay, no, because the glare, because guys, you have to remember that for those who are not familiar with snow and everything, just like to explain to you, the sun is so bright that that the light bounces everywhere, and you would always see glare on things that have, glass. So I'm having a hard time reading some of your text. But please, I would like to hear from you. If you're from another country or you have something similar, I'd like to hear from you. Uh, Imagine me like a friend of yours, like a chat group or something like this. Uh, this is part of the hotel's facilities of having a TP. So parties are being done there. There's a barbecue inside, and there's a chimney. And I'm going to show you one of the world's most cleanest toilets. I hope when we open this one, it would be clean. And it's also heated, by the way. So because this one is being rented by the hotel, this facilities and everything. But I think this one is not closed. Okay, you see, it looks clean. It has heaters, of course. That one is working. You can see the red light there. It looks nice. It looks clean. You can even flush, of course. And but you know, uh, that's the thing. A lot of people use this toilet, but they try to keep it as clean as possible. You know, and maintain it, and it's better for everyone. This is the reindeer that never moved. Yeah, this part is real, and then that one is not. Of course you know that, but look at this place. It's really nice, and I would be really really happy if I could do my digital work here, and then I could do my podcasting, my radio station, or my soon to be launched websites and stuff. And because it's cheaper to live here, and I can still do the same things. Put it this way, uh, I could live in New York, Tokyo, Singapore, Mumbai, Rome, Italy, Paris, and everything. I can work as long as there's a reliable but fast internet. I can work anywhere. But the cost of living in these cities is so huge that most of the money that I'm going to earn will just go to rent, food, taxes, and all of this stuff, which is, really necessary. But, here you live with this kind of view and this kind of lifestyle. Not really a bad deal for me. Let's see. Wait, I'm trying to find. God, I cannot really. Yeah, Dolomites. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, there are a group of people in the world, not necessarily those who always live in cold countries, that likes to live in places that have snow or cold. Just like I know people that likes to live in the desert, like those in New Mexico or in the Middle East or something. It has its own charm and beauty. Don't like to be hot, so that's why the desert is not really for me. I could probably stay there a couple of days, but not really a fan of it. Though. But it doesn't mean that I don't like it or it's ugly, because it's all relative, man. It's all relative. So you guys might not like this lifestyle, but I do, and I'm the one who's living here. And then also you could do this in your life as well. As long as it's not against the law, because I cannot really like support you on that one. But right now we're standing on water, or start of the water as well. So that's the trail that I took and crossed that one. Those trees are really sneaky. They are not near. And this lake looks small, but it's not. So I'm assuming you can land an airplane here if it could support the weight. I was told that the ice here would be an average about half a meter thick, so it could support small cars running around. So it could support a guy who's 80 kilos heavy. Wait, where are we now? Wish you could. What's that? Wait, I'm trying to. Oh, SP. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I'm really having a good time. And I also wish everyone, and I'm not saying this just to become cute or adorable or not really hypocritical, but like hypocrisy in a way. No, 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 no. Like I said, uh, there's so much noise in the internet right now. We probably deserve something a little bit less noisy. You know what I mean? So I wish everyone, you know what? It would be nicer if we just cooperate in a certain level and then be, on our way. We don't need to like each other like completely but it's just like, the next person beside you have the right to exist as much as you do. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this in like a racial, ethnic, or, you know. So everybody's chasing their own dreams, and this is my dream. And it would be nice to meet people with the same kind of dream or something similar. We cannot obviously live in the same place because then there would be too much people, and then I have to move somewhere else. Okay, so join me as I have next time we'll go in this way because at the end those trees there is on the others, the one in front of us, it's actually an island. Okay, so we haven't tried that. And then if I turn right, then you we will be going, that would be the end of this peninsula. See this strip of land, and that's the power plant. You could see there the dam that we were there before. So imagine I was walking from here, no wait, opposite, like, so I started where I live, went there, crossed there, and then you see that cell site over there, if you can see a tower, that is exactly around where the store is and where I got my haircut. And then from that cell site over the horizon, I walk alone. Oh, there's a guy going there. And then from where that guy over the horizon is from, I crossed it, and it was snowing the night before, and I have to. Oh, the snow is now a little bit compacted, but it was really soft, and I look like a yeti, a brown yeti to be precise. Ah, this guy has the dog now. I can see a dog. So that would be our adventure for today. That would be our talk. I would like to hear from you guys more. I appreciate. Wait, let me check if somebody. The best, what that anyone can do is laugh and acknowledge. Yes, you see. Uh, I'm like I said, it's very hard to read. I don't have like shades and everything. But like I said, I really liked you guys because I appreciate. This would be very nice because thanks to the internet, uh, I don't need to wait for weeks to get letters or things hearing from loved ones because the internet is here. And every now and then, it would be healthy if we talk to someone, not necessarily always our friends or family, but some random people, you know, because like I said before, nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. So I may consider myself smart, like most people think that they are also smart, but we can always learn from someone else, regardless of how they look like. No legs, no hands, or whatever, rich or poor. It's impossible that we are the only ones who could understand how the world works. So if you think the same, please, by all means, please uh, keep in touch, stay with me. If you like the way I think about life, I really appreciate it and very grateful as well. And Wait, is that a dog or a sled? The man is dragging something. Could be a body. No, I'm just kidding. So that's it. That's the thing that I'm want to share about. Like I said, I'm if ever it sounds like I'm making a speech or like a political speech, it's far from the truth. Okay, this is just common sense talking. You know, I have nothing against no one. You know, we're not here to do that. It's just like a guy who wants to live here, and this is how my thought processes are. And then, you know, oh, there's a snowmobile over there. It's moving there that way. That would be a nice way to go around. Snowmobiles cost around 3,000 euros second hand for a good shape snowmobile. Okay, that's one is very nice if you go inside. I have never been inside because the catering, the bigger chefs do the catering here, but we prepare the food. Okay, so how would you say that? Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking. Okay, it's our first class toilet. Yeah, and then we're walking back to the hotel because all of this talking it's making me really thirsty because you know the air is so dry. This is technically a desert as well. It's so dry that I'm losing water, and that's not really nice. So I must hydrate myself with water, some orange juice, and coffee. Not necessarily in that order, but it's we need something warm because my foot and my hands. You know what? This guy's inside. It's starting to tingle now because it's the cold is already. I'm not basically. My body is not producing enough heat, so that's why even if I walk 3 kilometers, it's still not enough. You know what I mean? Actually, I lost weight here because if you're in this kind of weather or this kind of environment, your body is cranking up extra, and if you don't eat more, it's like carbo loading. You need to be an athlete here because your body is burning energy just to stay warm, like the minimum you need to stay healthy and alive and not go sick. And of course, to keep warm, you need energy by eating and drinking. So you have to eat. And since I have a small, no, growing belly because of age, uh, it's getting smaller because my body has been burning reserves. Basically, I'm, you know, getting into good shape, and I should have by walking in all of these things. So that's why, you know, guys, like I said, I really appreciate hearing from you, SP, the other guys, Paul. Uh, I'm really having a hard time reading because of the glare. I have glasses, but the problem is they're not tinted, so I cannot really read a lot. And even if I'm in the shadows and everything, the the snow looks beautiful. Is that ruby? Yeah. So, like I said, if you ever have not yet liked, comment, and subscribe, the subscribe part is really kind of essential. I know it's very cheesy to ask, but it would really support me and my daughter with our move here, with your support. Like is not really something that you need to buy or anything or like that, so it's free. So can you just smash the subscribe button there, and you know the drill basically. And we just need our support, your support. Okay, we like I said, I promise you I'm not going to do any stupid stunts just to get views or do something crazy just to put anybody or even myself at harm. Not really. It's basically like a radio station. It's like a friend that you can call, or you're listening, and it's like we're making a phone call or conversation, and with its beautiful view. If you like that deal, then please like, comment, and subscribe, especially the subscribe part. That would be very helpful, because um, the driving license thing, I really need extra help on that one. And you know, I am not even yet monetized here on YouTube, so please do help us if it's okay with you. Um, Northern Life, here we go. Okay, very soon, next month, I'll be flying back to Stockholm, but we'll be exploring also Stockholm as well, as we're going to do more of this. And basically, you're going to be watching a like a Netflix series of what would be the things that I need to do, or steps and whatever obstacle that I need to overcome to return here with my daughter and my cats, and hopefully get a dog as well. And then hopefully the idea would be that I'll get uh, everything sorted out so I can move here, because it's I can already find a place to stay, but the most important is job. and and we could move here earlier if you guys would be supporting us in like subscribing, you know what I mean, because you get some kind. I would estimate that at least for the for groceries or something like this, it would help whatever we're going to earn. Like I said, I'm still 2,000 hours away from being monetized, because it's the last time I checked last night, we are 2,055 hours of watch time, and you need 4,000. So we already crossed the 1,000 subscriber threshold, but you don't get monetized if you don't have both. So I really appreciate your help. Tell your friends if it's possible. I really, really, really thank you very much. Wait, what's your name again? Ruby? What's that? Thank you very much. Really, really, really much, because uh, every subscriber is very welcome. Okay, so if you want to listen to a guy like me talking about my thoughts without any particular person or group person being referred to, it's just common sense life. Okay, uh, then it's really a dog. The guy that I was telling you, or the person that was like crossing the street, the lake, there's the dog. It's coming. I think that's a girl, because I think I know that dog. Anyway, so like I said, thank you very much as well. I have to go. My it's freezing now. So thank you very much. See you soon. Till next day. Thank you. Hej då from Lapland, Sweden.